welcome back to another episode of Maxwell Starr's Beer Review for third in the series of reviews on Picaroons Harvest Ale. This particular version we're going to take a look at Hopyard's Nugget Hop version. I got a chance to try 3 bottles of about 4 different types, I think, of Harvest Ales brewed by Picaroons. And in this situation, if you go to picaroons.ca/myharvest, you might have drinking these on the same night, so I'm starting to feel it right now. So let's take a look here. We've already reviewed the Wismical Farms version, the Happy Hopyard Cascade version, and right now we're going to take a look at Happy Hopyard Nugget. The malts are all the same. The grain used is Prairie and Quebecois. There's also a 4th version of the beer, which I haven't had a chance to find yet on the shelves here, which is from Southland Farms, using hops from Southland Farms, which uses a whole plethora of hops, which I would really love to find. But I haven't been lucky yet enough to find that, of all of that, and I may not, so who knows. So, for the time being, let's take a look at the Happy Hopyard Nugget brewed hopped version of Harvest Ale, 5.5% ABV. Let's crack it open and see if she is any good. So far the results have been the Wismical Farm I like the best, which consists of both Cascades and Goldings. The Happy Hopyard Cascade version I had didn't really impress me. It was still a good beer, but wasn't really as impressive. This one is brewed with Nugget hops, which lend themselves to be a bit more of a Britishy style. I'm expecting them to be a bit more resiny, somewhere between Britishy and German. So let's take a look at that. This one here, this one's being served colder than the Cascade was, and it's kicking up even more heads, so there's still quite a bit left in the bottle. Looking at that, physically identical to the other 2 Harvest beers. I mean, if you were to pour a glass of this against a glass of one of the others, you wouldn't be able to tell. In this, the malt color really comes from in this, the beer color really is lended by the malt in this one. So really, there isn't going to be much color difference here. It mainly looks like an orange kind of gold kind of color. It's clear, not a whole lot of carbonation, but lots of poofy, creamy looking head. This one kind of gives me the impression that the head retention on it is not going to be quite as nice as the last 2. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me see here. Yeah, I don't trust this one as much. Then again, after I set it down, the Cascade kind of spilled over the side. So, let's give it a sniff. Yeah, there's a hint of that little bit of almost a leathery note that was in the Happy Hopyard Cascade version, but the smell is different. This one comes across as being very herbal, slightly metallic, and a little bit flowery. Yeah, I'm definitely picking up a nice little bit of floral metal note. This one doesn't smell too bad, actually. I rather like the smell of this one. It's almost got a subtle fruity note to it. Yeah, that one's, I gotta say that one's better smelling than the Cascade version is. So far I like it. The head's not looking quite as creamy as the Wismical version, but it is dying off into a nice, denser, thicker appearance. And it is dying off slowly, so you give it credit for that. Carbonation is about the same, if not even less carbonation. Love the floral fruity note to it, though. It's really nice. So, without further ado, down the hatch. Whoa. Oh. There's a lot of hops in this one. Whoa. This one's got a lot of alpha acid in it. This is, the bitterness on this one is higher. It's almost IPA-like. But an IPA made with an IPA made with a more British or a traditional style hop. Not quite Shipyard Fuggle IPA or like Noble K Cornwallis. But balancing that out, it doesn't achieve quite the same kind of balance that the Whimsical version had. There is a toasted grain note in there. The hops really overpower the malt. But at the same time, the malt is there in this one here. I'm really picking up a nice malt note that is that feels like it is attempting to balance. The malt is definitely better in this one. But that's a lot of a very metallic, earthy hop bitterness that is trying to overcome basically everything and dominates your palate. And it's lighter too. It's kind of between the Cascade version of the Happy Hopyard beer and the Whimsical version, which is got a nice, bigger, richer, earthy malt, richer caramel malt note to it. Whereas this one, the malt's just not quite as impressive. I think overall I like this better than the Cascade Happy Hopyard version. But I'm not quite as impressed by this version as I am with the Whimsical version. So far, I think the Whimsical version's been the best, and that was the first. This one here is still very good beer, but leaves some things to be desired. I don't want to hurt on it too much because the hops are delicious in this one. It's just that malt's really not coming back in like I was hoping for. I think I'm going to give this a high 3.5. It's a little bit better than the Happy Hopyard Cascade version, but the Nugget version definitely matches up more with the British, like ESB style, but it's a little too hopsy and almost borders on like British IPA. You could almost classify this as British IPA. But very good. The hops are nice and fresh. I certainly recommend trying this one. And if you do see it, the Happy Hopyard Nugget is the better one of the two Happy Hopyard ones to pick up. So if you see it, definitely pick it up. But if you see any of the Whimsical ones, they're a steal. They're freaking delicious. Right now, the Whimsical ones are the ones that are predominantly in Parkway Mall. But by the time I upload this review, they'll probably be all gone. Anyway, thanks for watching my review of the Happy Hopyard Nugget brewed version, Nugget hop version of Picaroons Harvest Ale. And now I am going to sit down because I've powered through 3 of these darn things along with a couple of pump houses. So, thanks for watching, folks. Talk to you guys later. Cheers.